Hi, I'm Abraham Lavoie with Pentecostal Publishing House. Over the past few weeks and months, we've had quite a few inquiries about our new line of curriculum that is to be launched this fall called the Discipleship Project. We want to answer all your questions and give you all the details about this great new curriculum. So with me today is Jonathan McClintock, the adult editor for the Discipleship Project curriculum, and Leanne Alexander, associate editor for curriculum. Let's start with you, Leanne.
Sure.
Why two different lines of curriculum? We already have the one, Word of Flame curriculum. Why another?
Well, that's a good question. We are happy to provide a lot of options and resources of all kinds at Pentecostal Publishing House. But with curriculum, we realize that churches are doing teaching in various formats. So while you may have a church that has class on Sunday morning, they may also teach again on Wednesday nights. And we need options so that people have choices. We will continue to provide Link 247, which is the only curriculum for the hyphen age and also serves students. We've got Word of Flame that covers all age groups. But we need a second option. I know of a church where the kindergarten teacher on Sunday morning has a room full of kindergartners, but then she's got the same class again on Wednesday night, so she's got to pull another rabbit out of the hat again on Wednesday. That kind of church, and a lot of churches in that scenario, need multiple options. So that's why we are offering the Discipleship Project in addition to our other curriculum resources.
So many people are familiar with Word of Flame curriculum in its 40-year history of being the only apostolic curriculum. What makes the Discipleship Project unique and distinct from Word of Flame curriculum?
Well, what makes it unique is that every lesson is designed, it's a whole church curriculum, every lesson designed to teach the same topic, the same idea across every age level that meets on a given Sunday or Wednesday, whenever the church decides to use it.
So imagine, for instance, the family's driving home after church in the minivan, and mom asks the big question, so what'd you learn in Sunday school? With this curriculum, since everybody's studying the same topic, the toddler, the fourth grader, the student in the youth group, mom and dad, everybody can have that same unified conversation.
And one of the big things we're trying to do is really make sure the curriculum has a heart reach.
Heart reach, what do you mean by that?
Well, we've included a lot of stories. We don't want to just present curriculum, give curriculum to churches that just gives a lot of information, overload students with information. We know we need to give things so they understand in their mind, they grasp the concept, but most importantly, we got to get a hold of their heart. We got to get the word and the teaching down deep in the heart. So we're using stories, and we're trying to reach them through that type of avenue.
And that spiritual response is key. We've actually included a Selah section at the end of each lesson for every age level, intentionally putting that there to create a space where we just open our hearts for the presence of God to move into the classroom and really have a time of spiritual transformation, every age level for every week.
Well, we know you're all very excited to see the Discipleship Project that is being released for fall 2015 quarter, and we've brought some materials with us so that you can actually see it. So the Discipleship Project is a little bit different because rather than in individual components, it comes in kits. So tell us about that.
Well, this is something very new for us, but rather than church having to buy everything piecemeal, 13 student papers and 3 leaders guides, we're going to sell starter kits. So a church could buy a master starter kit that covers all of the age levels, or they can buy a starter kit for the children's level, starter kit for the student level, a starter kit for the adult level.
Okay, so we have the adult starter kit right here in front of us. Tell us what comes in an adult starter kit.
Well, in the adult starter kit, you will get one leader's guide, which will give the teacher, the instructor, everything they need to teach a class, whether it's in the traditional classroom setting or in a small group. And it gives them a lot of options, a lot of material in there, hopefully more than you're even going to need to teach a regular class. But we also have, in each kit, you will receive 10 personal discipleship guides, which are for the students in the class. Contains a lot of information that they can use to follow along with the lesson. And then in addition to this, there'll be several digital resources that you will have option to download.
So what are the digital resources that you mentioned that come with the kit?
Well, in the digital resources, the adult kit and the student kit both come with pretty much similar resources, digital resources. There are PowerPoints that they can use. There are also trailer videos that will advertise the series. There's a series logo, and also the leader's guide comes in a Word version so that the teacher can edit, they can add their own things to it, take away things, make it their own lesson.
You mentioned the word series, and so with traditional Word of Flame curriculum, we talk in quarters. So that is another distinction with the Discipleship Project. What does that mean?
Well, this is one thing I really love about the curriculum too, is that you get to build some momentum, and it doesn't take a long time. Each series, each quarter is broken up into 3 different 4-week series. So each leader's guide that you receive will have 3 different series in there, and then for that 13th Sunday, we are encouraging churches to have a family Sunday, and so we have a theme for churches to highlight, and there's actually a 13th Sunday lesson that's in there.
The series idea is really neat because you can get the digital resources, pull out those logos and those trailer videos, and in advance of the monthly series, you can promote that within the church, really build some excitement and energy about these different series.
So it's still coming in a quarter-long
Right.
curriculum,
Right.
but it's broken up into 3 4-week series.
And the Family Sunday.
And a family Sunday.
Yes.
That's good to know. Okay, so back to the kits. You mentioned that what was contained in the adult kit. What comes in the student kit?
The student kit's very similar to the adult kit in that you do receive 1 adult leader guide, and then 10 personal discipleship guides. And then every student kit is $79 a quarter, and then the adult kit is also $79 a quarter.
All right, so we've talked about the adult kits and the student kits. Let's get to the children's kit because that is significant. We've got a lot of material that comes in the children's kit. Tell us what all we've got.
Well, we have so much material because the children's level covers 4 age groups. So we start with the toddler group, and then we have the kindergarten group, then we have early elementary, which covers 1st through 3rd grades, and then our late elementary, which is 4th through 6th grade. So those 4 age levels all fall within the children's starter kit.
So this is something, again, that's distinct about the Discipleship Project and unique is that the age groupings are a little bit different than the traditional
Right.
Word of Flame.
Right. They are, and we've got a lot of materials to help with each age level. So first of all, we've got our teachers' resource packets. We have one for each of those 4 age groups I just mentioned. So we've got our toddler resource packet, kindergarten, early elementary, late elementary, 4 total. And what we include in here art, posters, any kind of visuals that will help illustrate the lesson, make it more engaging. So a lot of great resources there for our teachers. Then we have our activity papers. And this is really neat because we've got a new format here. It's a tear-off pad, so it's a single sheet that just tears off. Very convenient for your teachers to keep the classroom organized. Just a very simple little pad. You can tear off the activity paper each week. On the front page, we have an in-class activity for the kids to work on in class. And then on the back side, we've got a family activity the children can do at home with mom or dad or someone at home.
Now, you mentioned on the back is an activity they can take home with them. Is there content also in the adult and student level that they can interact with their families at home?
The student level actually does have a piece for that, and most of it's covered in the adult personal discipleship guide. At the very end of each lesson, there is what we call a family connection. And it basically gives a short little brief overview of what the toddler kindergarten learned, the early late elementary learned, the student group learned, and gives kind of some at-home advice. Talk to your student or talk to your children about this week. So it's pretty interesting. This family connection is something that we really wanted to make a part of the Discipleship Project.
So all the way through the curriculum, from the adult personal discipleship guide and even the student, and then to the children's,
down to the
everything they're
toddlers.
taking home on Sunday points them to integrate this with their home and discuss
Absolutely.
this. Okay, so we've got the
Resource
packets,
Activity
the
papers.
activity papers. What else comes in the children's kit?
Well, then, of course, we have our leaders' guides. And this is a very exciting point for us because we've done something a little different. We've actually combined age levels. So we have the toddler kindergarten sharing or a leader's guide, I should say. And so what happens is that inside these leaders' guides, we've got on our left side of the page the toddlers, what they're doing, and then on the right side, the kindergartners, what they're doing. So what's really interesting about this, if a teacher has a class that maybe they've got a lot of Bible background, maybe they're very mature for their age, the teacher may decide they want to do a lot of the older level activities. If they maybe, on the other hand, have a class where it's a younger group, they can slide over and do the toddler. They can mix and match. They really have 2 options for every class to really just keep in mind that we just need to customize for our kids and do what works at their age level. So the same thing's happening on the early elementary and late elementary. You can pick between the 2 different columns, what fits your class, what's most age appropriate for them. Very easy to customize and choose between the 2. So we have 2 leaders guides per age group for a total of 4 leaders guides in our children's starter kit.
So even though this particular leader's guide is for both early and late elementary, you get 2 of them.
Right.
So you can have 2 of the separate classes.
Sure.
Gotcha. So this is what comes in the children's kit, but with the adult and student levels, there were digital resources.
Absolutely.
What kind of digital resources comes with the children's kit?
We've got a lot of digital resources as well. First of all, we have the digital version of these leader guides. So you can open the lesson in Word and update it, customize it, add in some personal things to really make it interactive. So you've got that option in the digital resources. We also have some downloadables. So maybe there's some kind of activity we do. We may have extra art that you can put in there, print off some extra copies for the kids. We've got that. We have a PowerPoint. And then what's really, really unique here, we have original children's music with the Discipleship Project. Very exciting. We've got the audio files, and then we're going to feature music videos for the kids with the Discipleship Project. Every quarter there will be music to go along with each series, music videos, just really, really exciting.
And not only is there a song download, but they can download the song without the words.
Sure.
So that they can just play the soundtrack and have the kids sing along. And also included in the digital resources are the lyrics and the chord
Absolutely.
sheets. So
Sure.
the church youth band can even learn how to play these songs
Absolutely.
and sing them along.
Absolutely.
That's great. So now you mentioned that the adult kit was $79.99 for a quarter. The student kit was $79 also. What's the pricing for the children's kit?
The children's starter kit is $199 per quarter.
$199 per quarter. Okay. Now, if you just are a church that wants the whole thing, and we again don't want to offer you this piecemeal if you just want to buy in completely to this great new curriculum. So we've come up with something called a master kit. What comes in the master kit?
Well, the master kit is all this that you see, and the master kit is $249.
Let me do the math just for a minute. So $249 for all 3 levels, the adult, the student, and the children. But you mentioned just a moment ago that the children itself is $199.
Right.
So for $249, I'm getting everything.
Exactly.
So that's only $49 for both the adult and the student, in addition to the $199 that I'm paying for the children. That seems like a really good price.
That's why it makes sense to just go ahead and order the master
Go
kit.
ahead and order the master
Sure.
kit. Okay, now let's talk about this for just a moment, because say I order a master kit or any one of the individual kits, but it only comes with 10 of the personal discipleship guides. Well, I've got 17 students. Can you get additional of these resources individually after you've purchased a kit?
Sure. After you purchase a starter kit, you can go back to the PPH website or call our customer service department, and you can add on any additional pieces that you need.
Okay, we really hope that this has been helpful for you. We know that the Discipleship Project has some distinctions that are different from the traditional Word of Flame. So with the series and with the kits and with the additional resources, when does it become available?
It's available for the fall quarter, so you can order it starting July 15th of 2015.
So July 15th, visit www.valueof52.com, and you can begin to order the Discipleship Project curriculum. Or you can call our order line here at Pentecostal Publishing House, and we'd be glad to fulfill your order from here. We hope this has been very helpful, and we are very excited to provide you with this great new curriculum, the Discipleship Project.